Gold stake ain't nothing but a peanut. As long as you're not talking about the plasma deck. Let me see here. New run. We never have to see the erratic deck again unless we choose to. Red deck, blue deck, yellow deck, green deck. Green deck. Now I'm like, immediately we have to check the deck. Whoa, we got 4 of every card. That's crazy, bro. What do you do early? Early on a normal deck, you play flushes. This is the way. Wow! We already have Brainstorm, obviously, but look at that. A royal flush. A royal flush. A buffoon pack. Hone goes crazy, but it might not be. It's too early. Might not be right. I'll be honest with you. Maybe it's boring. So I'm like, I don't give a shit about popcorn being deprecated. It deprecates after 5 rounds anyway. Why not? I'm not going to buy this, though. That would just be, there's no reason for it. There's also, what's the main benefit for this? I think the main benefit of this is that it allows us to save money. That's a slap in the face. Because of this, our econ can go to the moon. Or at least we don't feel too much pressure to buy garbage just to stay alive, because we already got garbage that keeps us alive. Is the other Joker bait? I mean, bait's a stretch. 4 fingers, I think, can be good. But for me, it's just like... Just honestly, like, fuck you. Not you who asked the question, you're cool. But, like, fuck you for not giving me a flush. You know what I'm looking for. Why be a jerk about it? It's the higher the stakes you get to, in my personnel opinion, the more important it is to not have jokers that don't do anything for your score or your econ. Now, 4 fingers probably like indirectly does something for your score, but flushes are getting worse as well. I believe that. I don't know if we are gonna do a flush build. I don't really know what to do. Honestly, I'll just start by, let's cut some spades. Let's cut some spades early on. And then, I don't know. I'm not gonna wheel, that's for sure. I'm probably not gonna add any spades. Tell you what, golden 2. A golden 2. Beautiful Mega Buffoon pack, though. Sure. And then if we have to take an Eternal Joker, the best Eternal Joker, for me, I gotta think about Hanging Chad, man. The new Hanging Chad has a certain je ne sais quoi. You don't have to, though? Yeah, but it's good enough. I think it's good enough. Don't hold spades. Right now, we're still playing flushes. Easy answer is because we can. If we get them, ever. And we got 23 bucks. 23 bucks on Ante-2 Big Blind is kind of crazy. I'm not even saying, like, Local Thunk, we got to have a conversation. Not a single wheel has hit this stream. I have had 3 bananas break on the first round. So fucking, like, 1 in 212 chance or something. And it's pissing me off because I kind of needed that one. Like, I guess for $4, you know, we can get a little bit of flat mult, which might be valid for us. And you know what? At this point, we're probably... I mean, we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You guys want some cookies? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then rank me. Rank me. Any chance that's 2 pair? It's a little risky for my blood. That's more like it. Thoughts on RuneScape players? I think it's cool that, like, a lot of people, like, committed to, like, 1 game to play when they were, like, 9 years old and are still rocking it to this day. You might think that I'm saying that as like an insult, but it's quite the opposite. I think there's something like there's something admirable about that. I mean, League might be a different story. No disrespect to the League players out there. But apart from that, you will never hear me like be genuinely insulting of someone who's just decided what game they want to play. I see it the same way as like my grandma who did crosswords every morning for like the last, I don't know, like 30 years of her life. She's just like, I don't need anything else. I have huge disrespect for the people that are like, hey, are you going to play this awesome game that's coming out tomorrow? And then while you're playing it, they're like, this is ass, but there's a new game coming out in 6 months that's gonna go fucking crazy. That's like the person who's always searching for the new thing, even when the thing that just came out is new. They need to go to the mental hospital, in my opinion. The person who's like, you know, I'm still playing Final Fantasy 14. I think there's nirvana in that. You just decided like that's your game and you stuck with it. Fantastic. Why would I hate that? I got nothing but respect for that. I got nothing but respect for cutting 10s out of my deck here. You're actually a stud. Thank you so much for your service. Now what am I trying to do? I'm trying to play full houses or 2 pairs. And I'm looking for a joker or something that is going to redefine the way that I think about this run. Actually, this run is still kind of ass. You know, I'm looking for cards that make our cards better. Like Arcana cards that make our cards better so that Hanging Chad actually gets some value. We Joker plus Retrigger is my new theme. Eight ball? Honestly, I just don't like you. I wish I did, but I don't. And then, you know what? We're kind of like, we're full house maxing. So let's buy a full house. Okay, give me some beautiful 2s, please. Thank you so much for your support. I would play a full house early and then try to find a way to get these 2s into our scoring. Because I'm not discarding a hand that's actually good. Okay, 2 2s at the front, 2 7s afterwards. Or do you discard and look for the full house? Oh, full house of 2s. Well, well, well. Now you are giving me 32 chips already? That's fucking nutty, bro. I gotta think. This is a thinking man situation here. So true. Franklin's roiling, etc., etc. Let's get a blue seal 3. I love the blue seals these days. I would buy a fool. I'm not using it on the earth card for no reason, but there may come a time where that has some value for us. Come on. 2 2s. A full house. I mean, if this just wins and it spits out an earth card, that would go crazy. No! Now I gotta play another full house. We got 1 8 and 0 4s. Okay, the odds of getting this are really ass. Honestly, I'm gonna go crazy mode. I think the earth is so valuable. That's just my opinion. I'm not trying to offend anybody. I was hoping we would make it. Instead, our ass gets saddled with Pluto. What am I going to do with that shit, man? Cavendish! Somehow Palpatine returned. Okay. I mean, at least you stick around. You only got 1 round left in you. Cavendish goes nutty mode. Great opportunity. We're in a position of power right now. Get your economics flowing. I mean, I'm just gonna be real with you. I'm not playing something until I see some fucking 2s. Or I'm thinking. Start here. What are you giving us? 64 chips? Draw a 2, you piece. I mean, we could easily. You know what? You earned it. You earned it, bud. That was 1 trillion chips. Just playing 1-2 is crazy. Tom Walker, welcome to the chat. Please do not interface with Jesus Be Ballin'. Actually, that's not fair. I'm worried about losing him as a chatter to the high traffic, low friction Grand Theft Auto 4 playthroughs, okay? Jesus Be Ballin' is actually one of the most enlightened chatters on this entire website. I'll prove it to you, okay? /user Jesus Be Ballin'. Account created over 10 years ago. Previously subscribed for 6 months, no disrespect. Following for just over a year. They have been timed out 4 times, but they were all by Moobots, so that's probably just false positives. Comedy Gold, +2. I love this. We're California girls? We're California girls, of course we're unbelievable. Plug a little weird, but he chill. Hearing turrets from another room in Lethal Company is the closest I get to World War I shell shock. Like, this is, they're like, sometimes they're stepping back and they're facilitating. They're saying, great joke, great joke, great joke. Sometimes they're seeing chat's a little dead and they're stepping in. They're like, we need a pog injection. We need an adrenaline. We need some banter. We need someone to tell a story. And they're happy to step up and fulfill that role. So don't Jolene me, buddy. Don't you Jolene me. Strength goes crazy here. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking we don't take a Celestial yet. -1 hand size, kind of annoying. We want to strength aces to become more 2s. Thanks, man. Keep the change, you filthy animal. A 2. A 2! Just see, maybe you get another ace. Can you imagine? When I saw it filter over here, I was like, I believe it. I believe that it could happen. Strength me. This is insane. Fool me. Strength. No. Save it. Save it. We can do better. We can do better. I guess you should put the... I guess it doesn't matter. As long as the 1-2 is at the front. If this breaks, I'm going to lose my mind. Hi, Tomo. $128 chops. I know. POV, you are not at the Vancouver Canucks game? I mean, I could easily... Is it that valuable to create another 2? It's worth a lot. I don't know. Hey, Albatross834, thanks for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you so much. Check this out, bro. Then we just gotta wait for aces and kings. Do I use it? You know what? I'll use it now. Get him moving around the horn a little bit. And then, how about 2 2s that get freaking chipped up? I had a dude come up to my drive-thru in a Rolls Royce. He says, you know I can't just pull up in a Rolls Royce and not tip you. Tipped us $3. We split 3 ways. Okay, listen. Funny story to begin with. But I do want to say how much was his bill. Because I don't, if he ordered like a small coffee and he tipped $3, that might be like 100% tip. That doesn't make him an asshole. That makes him like a nice guy, although he's an asshole for being like, don't I have a nice car? But no person, I guess, is truly entirely good or evil. I laughed really hard. I wasn't mad. It was just funny. So I haven't been downtown in Vancouver in a while. And I feel like, is it, I know everyone's going to say yes, but I'm asking like an honest question. Did everybody lose their minds? Or is it just that like living in a more dense environment causes you to like be stressed, which makes you lose your mind? Because like I feel like I've seen more road rage incidents in the past, and there's an observer bias, but I've seen like more road rage incidents in the past 3 months than like the sum total of my life combined prior to that. I saw a young dude in a Porsche cut off a dude driving an Audi SUV, and then they got in adjacent lanes, rolled down their windows and say, hey, fuck you, you fucking bitch, fuck you want to go? You want to go? Like, bro, you're in bumper to bumper traffic on like Canby and 8th. Like every time the light turns green, you move at like 3 kilometers an hour for 20 feet and then stop again. Like, what are you you're not gonna get out of your car and fight. Anyway, we got like 3 or 4 blocks up. They were still like, fuck you. And then like the Audi just turned to go on his way. And the Porsche turned illegally from like 2 lanes away. And then was like, bring, and just started to follow him. And I'm like, what are you going to do, man? Like, I'm not saying this for them because, like, I don't know what their life is like, but if you're watching this and you're like, that sounds like me, you're a fucking loser, dude. I'm sorry. But you have to, like, you're driving, dude. This is not real life. You're on your way home and Buddy's on his way to the grocery store. You're going to get in a fist fight because he slowed you down on your way getting to save on foods or something like that? Like, are you, like, literally stupid? Like in the medieval 16th century definition of the word? It's not worth it, man. Who's got the time for that? That's what I'm saying. Who's got time for that? Like, I'm going to get my ass beat because somebody cut me off in traffic? It's insanity. Anyway, sorry. I knew people would like that one because it's anti-car. You know what? I'm a different kind of beast. I don't mind playing a full house just to secure some points real quick. Okay, my bad. Probably should have played a 2. $20 though. $20 is $20. This is gonna be a crazy hand. It's only ante 5. We make these, bro. We make these. Never mind. We make them next time. Hey, NL, I saw you toe walking at the Museum of Natural History today. You didn't. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. I got nothing against the Museum of Natural History. I just wasn't. I wasn't there. If anything, we need more 2s. We need better 2s. Aces that become 2s goes crazy. Cutting cards goes crazy. But if we're cutting cards, we're cutting them to draw more 2s. Easy way to draw more 2s? Make more motherfucking 2s, dude. This is the way. Do you toe walk in shoes as well? It's every day, bro. I saw you toe walking on that weird little bridge in Olympic Village. Yeah, not this weekend, but there may have been a time where, like, I can't dispute that. That may have indeed come to pass. You should have said hi. I was probably catching, like, a tentacruel or something like that. How about some 2s? Honestly, Earth is so valuable to me that I would just play this. Never mind. Oh, this is the mandate of heaven. My full house! That's why it pays for itself. It pays for itself. Do you point your toes when you achieve climax? You know, I'd have to think about it. I'm usually distracted in the moment. Actually, there's something to this. Usually preoccupied, thinking about other stuff. Never really considered my form at that moment. Prior to that moment, occasionally. Until eventually, sometimes you're just like, this is taking too long. I'm just going to send it. Okay. Thank you, Librarian, for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. He's so right. Oh, man. Hang on. First hand is drawn face down. Well, I can't afford this and then to re-roll it anyway, so we'll simmer on that one for a second, like a stallion of the Cimarron. Beautiful full house. I would like to see a blue seal if possible. You know what? Set it up thusly. Any advice for people that can't come on command? Yeah, you got the wrong guy. Bro, why am I fucking around with full houses? We should just be playing 2s. You don't need any. All you need is 2s. I'm going to be honest. I don't really want... Well, actually, now I'm like, I don't want my first hand to be drawn face down, but do I really care? Because, like, to be honest, I know that if it's on the far right, it's got an extremely high chance to be a 2. Like, am I crazy to just send it? This is a dream come true because it means your ass fucking blows too. This is we Joker maxing because when we play multiple 2s, we only get 1 extra trigger. But when we play 1, 2, 3 times, we double the triggers. Actually, we triple the triggers, man! Holy. You're right, I'm an idiot. I should have been doing this the whole time. Okay, so I don't think we spend our money on this. We know that these are going to be 2s. Fuck you. That's still a really good hand, honestly. Okay, well then you're all discarded. No disrespect. And keep it up. Who you got to win the NBA Finals? LeBron James. $1 million on LeBron James. You won't even believe me when I say it, but it's true. The odds of the casino, I couldn't resist. They were listed at a plus 100,000. I said, buddy, that's $100,000 million if I win. And they want to bet against LeBron James? Really? Who you got winning the WNBA Finals? Honestly, I think the Indiana Fever are overglazed right now. I got to bet on the Las Vegas Aces just out of inertia. Like, they win every year. Because they win every year, like, why would I bet against them? We'll start with the Aces, and then, like, we'll see how Caitlin Clark does, and maybe we'll adjust it as time goes on. But New York City Liberty are the GOATs. Yeah, they're the GOATs at, like, losing to the Aces in the finals every year. You're right about that. Honestly, this is a skip in my house. I'm sorry. I'm not investing in that jack at this point. It's not necessary. Maybe it beats Mad Joker after 100 years, but that's not our win con. $440 chips out of this lad? My God. It's full of stars. Some twos, please. Some twos. Thank you. Me when I see the sky. Why do I care if I play the... You play the 2, and then if you don't get there, you play the jack, and you get there. Waiter, more 2s, please. Controversial opinion, if you don't agree with me, fuck off. You should be able to yell in a restaurant to get what you want. Not rudely, not like, hey. But wouldn't it be easier for everybody if whenever you needed something, you just went, hello, and someone came to your table? Instead of like having to wait until they come to your table. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying I want to pivot from our current needlessly polite and then mean in private Western culture to more of a sumimasen, chogyo, mekju picha duge juseo, bali pojong. Oh, pojong's not legal. I'm not from here. Just give me the beer, okay? Why don't we pivot to that kind of culture? Because I think that, like, when I go to a restaurant in North America, all the servers are like busy, but like when I need something, it takes forever for it to come. And I'm not insulting the workers, I'm insulting the process. When I go to a restaurant in like Japan or Korea, all the servers are like standing military style in front of the kitchen, and like ball boys at Wimbledon. And then as soon as someone goes sumimasen, like they jump into action and they get you what you need in like 3 seconds. It just seems like a better process, man. I I think they figured it out. I mean, this is a crazy. We don't even need that many. Well, it's always nice to have them. Nah. Hit me with one of these for now. I think it's the way, man. What about a flight attendant? I honestly think, like, and this is respectful, okay? Not disrespectful. I think being a flight attendant is, like, a horrible job. I know you get to travel, but, like, unusual work schedule, where you might be on call at, like, and have to drop everything in a moment's notice to fly to Ohio. No thanks. And then you deal with people who, like, I'm sure are predominantly polite, but, like, a lot of people are stressed out or, like, intoxicated, etc., etc. And then I know we've talked about it before, but, like, 90% of your job is basically, like, being a bartender in extremely cramped conditions, and the other 10% is, like, you're the fucking point man if shit goes down. That sounds like ass, man. Like, flying, I'm one of those weird boomers who's like, flying is kind of fun, but, like, being a flight attendant sounds like, I mean, I think they're God's strongest soldiers, honestly. Like, I just can't, like, for me personally, I just think it would be annoying as fuck to serve drinks to people out of that tiny fucking cart with your elbows held into your fucking thoracic cavity. And then people are hitting you with, like, insane drink orders. Like, some people are like, 2 bottles of red wine, please. And they give them the 2 bottles. But some people are like, can I get a mojito? And you're like, bitch, this is WestJet. You think you're flying Emirates right now? How am I going to make you a mojito out of this little cart? Have you lost your mind? That being said, I still think that airlines could calm pedestrians or passengers down a little bit if they just doubled the size of the pretzels that they give you. It's 60 calories, man. Do you know how, like, if you take the basal metabolic rate of like 2,000 calories a day, what does 60 calories get you, man? It's like 40 minutes of being satiated. They gotta give, you could give them a 200 calorie snack, man. You deal with way less problems. It's, come on, how much is one of those little things of pretzels? It's not like if it was a government-owned airline, I know they'd be invoiced at like $10 per person, but this is fucking, it's from like Quickie or whatever the company is. You know, the other Canadians, are you here? The one with the, it's got the kid on the package and he's like licking his lips. He's like, you know the one I'm talking about? A lot of people are saying no. Just like, someone will link it and then you'll look at me and you'll look at that picture and you'll go, that's it. Okay. Anyway, what am I doing here? We're on Ante 7. I should probably like dial in. Porter Airlines stays goated. One of the goated airlines to fly, if you're flying from like Kingston, Ontario to Ottawa, Ontario, and you don't mind having a 17-year-old pilot and no co-pilot whatsoever. But like, the other thing is, what else are you gonna do? They're the only motherfuckers flying the route. I think we're making it on this one. What's 94,000 times 2? That's very helpful. Easy. We just need to play a straight flush. I mean, I don't think realistically we could do better than just playing a king. High card is our best hand, and an Empress card is like our best option. We already got enough chips. Maybe Jack of Spades goes better. In which case, wow. So you'd be given 4 mult, 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 4 mult. Let's let the glass jack show up, and then we'll do the math. Okay, it didn't show up. We're not going to do the math. We'll just... But then I'm like, wait a second. No, because we need mult, bro. We need some mult here to be malted. I'm a believer in this. We're getting enough chips out of your ass. Yeah! Play 2 pair. Someone like to tell Cool Nathan why we wouldn't play 2 pair in that situation? Hang on, I'm gonna do it. It's because 2 pair is worth 40 points. And 1 card is worth a minimum of 1,000. Okay, listen. It's Anti-8. You're pure ass. You suck. Oh, actually, you know what, Nathan? You would get an extra 10 mult. It's still not even close, but you get sold. You get bought. You get bought, just for now, just for a second, and you get bought. And I'm not going to change my habits. I'm sorry, doctors. I'm not going to change my habits. You know why? Because I don't really care if this shit goes down to 1.71 because we're discarding. It's still good. It's over. What's the boss blind? All cards debuffed until 1 joker is sold. Unfortunately for you, I have 3,000 jokers that do nothing. We will win this run. Jason Lee was right. People will read again. Unless Cavendish breaks. Yeah. That's true. That's pretty true. If Cavendish, well, it had to break there, so it didn't happen. But if it happened, I would have been upset. I would have been annoyed. I would have gone Devoin shower handle mode. I don't know what that means, but shouldn't Ramen be before Cavendish? We're gonna answer this with a thought experiment. Okay, step 1. I need your help with this one, chat. What's 3 times 2? 6, you're right. Okay, now here's the lesson. What's 2 times 3? You don't even need to know the answer. Just, is it greater or less than 3 times 2? Can I phone a friend? Absolutely. Just, honestly, just to say what's up. Just to say hi. Yeah! Orange steak complete, slash marker, Balatro 3, and we run it back. We run it back immediately.